Thanks for joining me again this morning. On May 21st, Australians voted for action on climate change. They voted for the Australian Labor government's plan, which is for 43% emissions reduction by 2030, for the national energy market to be 82% renewables by 2030, and they voted for the fully costed modelling that we had, with 604,000 new jobs to be created as a result of this plan, 5 out of every 6 of them in regional Australia. Not only did we receive a mandate for that in May, when we signed the increase for our nationally determined contribution to submit to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, we had with us extensive support. We had the Business Council of Australia, the Australian Industry Group, the group that represents Australia's manufacturers, the Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the National Farmers Federation, the Clean Energy Council, the Australian Conservation Foundation, Greenpeace, have all said that this bill should be passed. And I'm very confident that it will be passed through the House of Representatives and through the Senate. This is an opportunity to end the climate wars if the coalition decide to break with their rhetoric and actually come to the table, listen to the business community who are saying that what we need is investment certainty. We need investment certainty to get that investment in clean, cheap energy, which they know, and indeed the coalition knows, is the cheapest form of new energy going forward. So this is an opportunity for the whole of the parliament to be on the right side of history, to put aside the conflict and the arguments that came around with 22 different energy policies, not one of them implemented, and give support to the government's mandate that we received in May for the one policy that we took to the election, the one policy that we will implement.
Thanks, Prime Minister. It's a good day for Australia. It's a good day for our economy. It's a good day for our future. The climate wars may or may not be over, but they're certainly in retreat under this government. We sought a mandate from the Australian people and we're delivering on that mandate. And as the Prime Minister said, it's now very clear that our legislation will pass the Parliament. The Prime Minister and I were always clear. We did not need this legislation to get on with our agenda. But we wanted this legislation to send a message to the world that Australia is open for business when it comes to renewable energy. We wanted to provide the policy certainty, the framework for that investment, and that's exactly what this legislation will do. And today my message is particularly for Australians in the regions, in Illawarra, in the Hunter Valley, in Gladstone and Central Queensland, in Collie Bunbury, in Portland and the Latrobe Valley. This is for you. You've powered Australia for so long, and you'll power Australia into the future with renewable energy that will create thousands of jobs going forward. They will be, these regions, at the centrepiece of Australia being a renewable energy powerhouse under the Albanese government. And today is a big, big step forward in making that vision a reality.